Benin-born Angelique Kidjo has been called the undisputed queen of African music and Africa's premier diva. The New York resident has been busy lately with the release of her latest album called Eve on the 28th of January. Her memoir Spirit Rising hit bookshelves on the 7th of January, and she kicked off her concert tour of the United States and Sherbrooke, Quebec in Canada on the 5th of February. Kidjo revealed that her memoir started out as a recipe book, but following the death of her father, it became part of her healing to revisit her life and her childhood.
There were some painful ones because it's always related to the fact that my father will no longer be there. And no, it was not painful at all. It was a lot of actually stuff come back that you didn't think about before. And what overwhelmingly come back is the good time that we had together, all of us.
Her musical beginnings in Benin, though supported by her parents, were her most difficult. The singer says it was widely unacceptable for an adolescent girl to be performing on stage. When Kidjo moved to France, she says it still wasn't easy, but that the challenges of being an African in Paris were different. The singer found career success in Paris and love. That's where she met her husband Jean, a fellow musician. Kidjo's latest album, Eve, named after her mother, is dedicated to African women.
The African women can transform Africa if they are empowered to do so. And that's where it becomes tricky when we don't tell our own story. How are we defined? We're talking about the woman place in a society. The men have told our story. They are the one that define us and doesn't want us to have any power, because they already decided from the beginning by telling the story of Eve that they're going to be the one that have the power.
The singer says musical partnerships are a learning process that allows her not to repeat herself.
I do collaboration because I used to sing other people's music too. That's how I start doing music. I don't read music. It's by listening to other music that I learn what I know today. So I think that we don't do that enough as musicians. We should collaborate a lot more, and then we'll break the barrier ourselves. That's the only way where we're gonna be able to show to the public that between a rock and roll artist or the R&B artist or an African artist, there's no difference.
Kidjo's challenge now is to juggle her three latest ventures: the US tour, her memoir and her album, Eve.